Alright, welcome back guys, Ben here, and today we are checking out a game called WuKong Up. Now, there are different sites that you can do as a creator, where you can they'll link it to your YouTube and stuff, and then they'll maybe offer you keys and stuff for games and things like that. And every now and again we'll pick some of those up, and this one was offered to me, and you always get the option of accept them or decline them. A little bit of story time here. This one, I was like, what the hell is this? So much so that I was like, I'm just gonna click accept on this because it looks doesn't look great. It looks like I just want to see it and see what it's like, So it came out on Steam on the 20th of August, £4.29. I think it's a solo dev. The dev's One Ming and publisher is Wise Games, and it's a 3D dark fantasy parkour game featuring the Chinese mythological character WuKong as the main character. Son Wukong caused a great disturbance in the Heavenly Palace and was later suppressed by the Tathagata under the mountain. And then the player will control Wukong's clone. So, yeah, we're just gonna see what this. I have very little hope that this is amazing. I also don't know. It might be really good. It might be terrible. I have no idea. There is a leaderboard. You can customize between the different monkeys. Oh, there's girl 01 apparently. Wait, let's go back to that. Girl 01 you could be as well. We'll just do staff monkey or whoever the normal one is. That's fine. Yeah, multiplayer, there's the option there as well. There is controller support. It's not been rated for Steam Deck. 50 achievements. There's cloud saves, and stuff like that. So we shall have to see. Let's just say I am skeptical. So I think this is only up, that kind of where you're climbing up stuff. So let's check it out. Let's do a new game. Sit back, relax, comment, subscribe. I can't even say that I'm getting bag here or anything like that. It's literally a £4 key. I thought it'd be funny just to check it out and see what it's like. So okay. Note that I did actually change the game settings so that it didn't save any of this. I'm gonna save this. There is a whole menu for. There's a lot of different options here, technically. Yeah, it did save all that. Yeah, it says DLSS is on quality, but top right is saying it's using FSR and it's 240 frames. So, okay. So I don't know if I'm timed or not. We can crouch. We can switch weapon, and for some reason we have an M4. The sensitivity is wild. My main thing for checking this out was that I was like, is this I should do a compilation video of maybe the worst kind of asset flip games that I can find on Steam. So I think I could find a few. What's going on here? Are these enemies? What? Do they fit with the theme of the game? No, but were they free on an app store? Possibly. What's going? Fantastic WuKong Up daily up. What are these words that are popping up? It's actually easier to just shoot from the hip. I don't think there's a difference. It's so. I'm having to use my my Xbox controller. Does it actually have mouse support? Oh, one sec. It does. Okay, yeah, it does have that. Maybe we do that. There's more shooting than I thought it would be. I was opting for the controller because I thought maybe it's not going to be a super shooty kind of one. I thought it'd be a parkour jumping up one. Don't know what we do with these, but it looks like one of those things that's made in those little XP training things you can get in Fortnite and Roblox and things. I mean, I've never played Roblox, but see those kind of things where it's people just slap some assets to yes, this is the. I want that golden cudgel, but I can't get it. This is an example of when you don't have art direction. And this isn't going to be a whole thing of me just slamming a game, because obviously there is, this is an indie dev who's put this together. I'm sure they've worked hard, many hours putting this together and coding it and stuff like that maybe. But there's still this kind of thing of, is it Is it worth your time? Is it worth your money? First impressions. My immediate first impressions is a no. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what our progression is so far. I've got like something ready now. My bottom left, it's got like a, I don't know, even like the hit detection stuff's not great. Do we get in here? Like what why is this going up and down? Like, is this just some asset that's just placed here? My thing is that the advent of like game dev tools and asset stores and things being even more readily available, and obviously there's more and more money in that from an asset store point of view, I'm guessing too, is that it really does allow, on the one hand, games that we've never seen, that would not ordinarily get created, holster the gun to climb. You know, they get created, and that's great. And then you get other games that should never have been made, and they also get created. That's sometimes the problem. Obviously, we're in a tutorial, so maybe this is like a very tutorial-esque level, just to show us the ropes. But it's very weird. Like, why are there like pods with like aliens and stuff? Is that very WuKong? I feel like this is like trying to capitalize off of the SEO of Black Myth WuKong. And obviously they recently announced that they're doing a sequel, aren't they? But like, do I even have any ammo? It says I've got 0 ammo. I do have 0 ammo. Oh no. How do I get more ammo? I guess one of those things where, oh god, I'm getting chased. It's a horror game now. Climb, climb. Whoa, 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 climb. What we get? They all stopped then for a sec? They can't climb. That's fine. They can't climb. We're okay. But, yeah, I don't know. Oh, there's rifles here, it looks like. Shotgun. Right. Oh. Oh, what? Oh, they could see me through the wall then for a sec. Burst rifle. Machine gun. Sniper rifle. Why? Wait, when I pick up... Wait. I can make the wall disappear. Yeah, I mean, instantly, like, the machine gun is a minigun. There's something open. Oh, there's enemies there. Why is it miss? Like, why are we getting hits, but it's saying a miss? Like, we're playing, like, XCOM with 99% chance to hit, and we miss. Point blank shotgun to the face. I can instantly say, don't bother. Don't bother with this. Like, even if this is a tutorial, like, what are we even doing right now? And it's one of those things where I'm... Even the shotgun doesn't sound like... I don't know. It's got the, like, the look, like the icon of, like, a Spaz 12, but it's really not. I was dropping... Oh, have I just triggered... Oh, have I triggered that again? Like, I can already see it's just big ammo. I can already see it's just poorly, like, put together. And it's fine if this is like a dev's first project, and I'm not here to like slam people that are, you know, trying to creatively like put something out there and like add their contribution and their creative ideas and things. But is there a creative direction with this? Is there anything that's like that's not just some assets slapped together. And I guess this is going to be the up bit now. We're going to get out of the tutorial bit and we can now climb up these bits, presumably. Got some wall grabbing things. Oh. Okay. But like, I looked at some of the screenshots stupidly after accepting the key. I mean, like I said, I should have really have just let this one go and not really waste time on it. But looking at the screenshots, I was like, this could be a video just to talk about maybe the state of the game industry to some degree. Like, if you search through Steam, you'll see load, and I see load, like I get offered like loads of keys, or you know, see lists of these that you can like apply for and stuff, where they get 1 or 2 reviews and like that's it, and they're like, you know, non-existent. They're kind of and there might be a couple in there that are like really good and they've just launched the wrong time, or they just haven't done their marketing or something, and you know, there's might be some really good like gems. I mean, I've played some really cool indie games that just apparently didn't sell well, and those things are, you know, that's obviously sad. But then there's loads of these types of games where this isn't even a free to play, like, hey, I'm just messing about, I'm just checking out some different stuff and like learning the ropes. They're like, no, I'm going to charge £4.29 for this. This is an example of what Steam's 2-hour refund policy is for. Like, I don't know. Like I said, it's like it's one of those Fortnite XP levels where you like go and grab the gold coins, and it's not like an AFK XP farm or anything, but you're kind of like farming XP for the battle pass level. Oh my god, I take it all back. It's difficult and challenging, and no, it's not. Like, do we have to run through the whole tutorial level again? Do we actually? We do. Okay, you can see here the enemies like trying to chase after us still. But yeah, my point here is not to bash too heavy on this dev in particular, but more a case of like, since doing this, and I was gonna, like, not professionally, I try and carry everything I do professionally to some degree, but obviously I have my own business that I run day to day. This is honestly more of a hobby and a thing I like to do, to like on the channel, to like play some games with you guys, whether that's a let's play or I just love playing and finding new games, especially indie games. That's why I like to like bring so many of those to the channel, because I really enjoy that side of things. And that has allowed me to obviously get access to these kind of like, whether it's PR sites, key sites, whatever it might be, get keys from developers and things like directly. Other times it's, you know, requesting and you're hoping that you get picked and all that kind of stuff. That's all cool. But I see so many of these types of things, like even the animate, like it hasn't been programmed correctly. Like, it's bizarre. You gotta wait for him to put his arm up. Very tedious. But yeah, I guess, you know, the state of AI coming into the industry, you're seeing that a lot more as well. You're seeing a lot of like, obviously, thankfully, Steam, I don't think it enforces it, but you're meant to disclose if there's any AI in your game. I think it is just kind of, obviously, you don't want to like say it doesn't, and then you release your game, and then obviously the Steam reviews say otherwise, and maybe you get in trouble with Steam then. But, oh god, but the physics are so floaty with this. I mean, that's the problem with the jumping. You kind of like float a little bit. But yeah, there's such a rise in like AI being used in games, which I'm not someone who, you know, I use ChatGPT. I'm not someone who's against AI or anything like that. I think there's a place for it, and getting, you know, mundane kind of simple stuff done by AI, all for that efficiency. You know, there's only so many hours of the day. I think, you know, having art AI generated and stuff and things like that, like, I don't know. I've dabbled with AI thumbnails in the past and things, tried to see if they work or not. See, they work for some creators. I can't really say they worked really well for me. I'm not going to try that diagonal. We're just going to try and jump the laser this time. But, you know, there's a rise of AI voices being used, AI art being generated and used in games, and obviously that is taking away from like jobs and opportunities in the industry. And on the plus side, I can see that yes, it allows solo devs with limited budgets to put together a game that they otherwise might not have been able to have done, right? Like, yay, we got to see something creative at least, even if some of it was made from AI. Oh, this is like burst fire. Not sure I'm a fan of this. But on the flip side, when it's not used right, and I guess it's like that kind of thing of with great power comes great responsibility, the old Ben Parker kind of thing he says to Peter Parker in Spider-Man. AI, when it's just used for shortcuts and like it's not necessarily a good thing by any means when it's used in that way. It depends how you're using it, and with what intention. And yeah, I don't know. We'll have a look at the Steam page. I don't actually know if there is AI used in this game. I mean, oh no, that's just fling you in a direction. That's just fling me in a direction. Let me just check. They have not declared if there are any AI. So apparently this is Wukong versus space robots. And it's in public testing stage. They're going to actively listen to opinions and improve and refine the game. And it's multiplayer, so you can play this. There's 81 trials. And there's lots of things to do, apparently. And loads of different characters, but look, like, I don't know, maybe you're looking at this and you're like, wow, this is the game I've been looking for. Like, but it's such a mix match of like, I don't know, such a mix match of like genre and styles, and then it's just not smooth. Like even the clambering up animation, things like that. There's just so much here that's not good on that side of things. So what I'm trying to say with this almost 20-minute kind of rant at this point is that in a time where it feels like our time is even more precious and there's more games and things trying to vie for our attention and things like that, I feel like games like this are always going to struggle because, like, who's putting down, like, just this like, these first couple of weeks of September alone, we've had like Hell Is Us, we've had Kronos: The New Dawn, we've had Borderlands 4 recently as well. And yes, those all have their own positive and negatives and drawbacks and stuff like that. I can't believe I'm doing this wall for the third time. But it's more just so you guys can have something in the background to watch. But yeah, it's one of those things that is this worth your money, let alone your time? Like I think the time aspect, there's so many other things that people are going to be playing. They're going to prefer to play. But money-wise, you know, like I said, I'm all for a dev trying out and getting their like first project out there. But you know, is it something that you charge like $5 for? I don't know, because I'm all for people getting paid for the work. Oh my god, I'm all for people getting paid for the work they do. But at the same time, like this is the same asset. These are all sell free. These are just plopped down like Nothing in there. None of them are in, like, there's... Like, we've got, like, some little trail behind us when we sprint. Ew. Like, I don't know. There's some weird, like, things going on for sure. We've got a stick now as well. Like, I don't know. I'm not sure, like, what this game is. Like, obviously it's trying to be, like, an only up game, but with some, like, sci-fi robot shooting. And then you've got, like, some melee things here. It's like they couldn't settle on a genre. But if you are watching this and you're a content creator, this is an example of make sure you double check the keys that you accept. Because you can just say, like, look, I've taken the key, but I'm not going to create content on it. That's fine. Affects your completion percentage, but other than that, like, you haven't signed any contracts. You're not, don't have to pay them money back for the key or anything. That's fine. And also, whenever I do take keys, I never like take them with stipulations of I've got to say good things about it or I've got to do anything about it. Really, it's literally I've just got to talk about the game. All my first impressions. That's kind of what I've settled on. Is I like to just play the first 45 minutes to an hour of a game. Like, you guys can then see that, see if it's for you. I can give you my thoughts and opinions on it, let you know how it runs on my rig, and then obviously you can scale down from there. And hopefully I can then help you guys then decide if it's a game for you or not, without you having to, A, like, pay out money yourself, but then B, also without you having to, like, battle Steam's refund policy, which to Steam's credit is actually very easy to do, but you still got to, like, pay out the money first of all. Oh my god, no, we're done. We're done. But what's back checkpoint? Did we make a checkpoint beforehand? Is this the beginning? Oh no, we do have a checkpoint here. Okay, we do have a checkpoint. So that's good. That's one plus this game has then. But yeah, so that's my whole thing with this. Then I like to still do the odd let's play here and there, the odd stream and stuff, and because what I do quite like is when I'm playing games with you guys and you guys get to like follow me along with the journey of it and stuff. Like, I do like that. I enjoy that. So I try to do that. I can't commit to doing streams all the time, unfortunately. But oh my god, oh, there we go, expert. But yeah, it's one of those things that I like to do, and I kind of settled on these kind of first impressions of games. That is, for the most part, I enjoy doing, and I hope you guys like them too. Oh my god, it was like an invisible wall there. I'm guessing what this is saying in Chinese is checkpoint or something. I don't know. But should we check out the melee combat? They kind of just stand there and take it. They're so stunned by my powers. I got an achievement for that. I don't know what it is, because even the achievements are in Chinese. I don't know what this does. Do you think this is like a checkpoint? Probably is the checkpoint. But yeah, I think this is an easy one where I can just say, look, like, to the dev, thank you for the key, but there's still plenty of stuff to do before, like, we're climbing the stairs, like, you know what I mean? Like, this, even like the textures aren't together. There's like gaps and stuff. Like, this game is just something you shouldn't be charging £4.29 for. And not that it's a scam, but just that I just wouldn't recommend this. And I feel like many people who come across this will just see this for what it is like asset store. Even if I gave you the benefit of the doubt and every single one of these textures were like handmade and you've spent hours and hours of your life making them all, the art direction or lack thereof, oh god, let's just press F. F in chat for respects. Even if all of these were made like manually, like, is it, oh my god, it still looks like an asset flip like game on that side of things. So I wouldn't recommend this. I wouldn't recommend pay. Oh my god, I thought I was clear of that one. I wouldn't recommend putting your hard-earned money into this one unless you're looking at this and you're like, shit, like, a few mates around, you crack a couple of beers and this could be a fucking laugh, like, maybe. Like, I don't know. Oh no, almost. But yeah, like, I just can't can't recommend this in good faith. So that's WuKong Up. And this is an example of one where I just cannot recommend it. And for the most part, I like to think I don't tend to give too many negative reviews on the channel. There have been a few, and it's normally because I curate, I select the games that interest me, that I think, oh, that looks interesting. And sometimes they're let down, sometimes they're mediocre, sometimes they're really, really good. And that's kind of like how I'm not just applying for every key and then just reviewing absolutely everything. There just wouldn't be enough time in the world to do that. But it's one of those it's not even like in the wall. Our hands are like in, you know what I mean? But yeah, there's not enough time in the day to do that. So I'm very selective with if I'm picking a game and requesting it, or I'm being offered it. I'm going to make sure that I've got like the time to do so and give that kind of first impressions. And some, like the Amazon Explorer's Legacy series, I like them so much that I end up doing like a full playthrough of them or a let's play. And you know, that's how you can tell when I'm really liking a game on that side of things. Do we go down here? Do we want to? Oh, okay. There we go. But yeah, so ultimately, WuKong Up gets a thumbs down from me. Not recommended. There is a barely functional game here. Or we can wall run apparently. Let's see. We can wall run. But oh god. But yeah, we're not doing that. But I just, for me, just visually, art style wise, it's just I don't know. And obviously it looks like you can go all the way up there and stuff. Like, we're not even out in the first area, but it's maybe if you're a really big fan of the genre, like chained together, only up, and you know, even those kind of ones, maybe you're like, yes, this is actually what you want about. This is pure gold. And maybe it just doesn't click with me. This is just one of those I just can't recommend. So anyway, that's WuKong Up. If you want to like see more videos on the channel where I explore indie games, and normally I'm having a way better time and actually kind of, you know, like I said, we're checking out some really cool games on the channel, and let you see what they look like beforehand, then maybe subscribe, drop a like on the video, comment, all that kind of stuff. Let me know, like, am I like, I've posted videos before of games and people have been in the comments like, this is an asset flip. I'm like, but they have actually made a game, you know. Not everyone's going to create every cloud from scratch. Like, asset stores do have their place. There's a line, I think, where it's like, you don't need to reinvent the wheel. And then there's like things where it's like, yeah, you've literally downloaded everything from a store and just shoved it together. Like, I don't know. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Am I being harsh? But anyway, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care.